We were originally in Virginia, in Emporia, and we surely didn't come down to North Carolina on our own volition. We were forced down here by settlers shooting at us and forced us off our lands, and we settled in North Carolina at Parker's Ferry.
Deganawida said that a chief must always speak the truth. A chief must be kind, considerate, generous, and must always consider the welfare of his people. He must give freely of what he owns to his people, especially the poor and less fortunate. He must always be ready to help those of his people who are in want or need. His aid must be given willingly and must receive no pay or reward for his services. He must be willing to give away his own personal belongings, even skins and meat, if it will better his people by doing so. A chief must never forget the creator of mankind. He must even ask the Great Spirit for help. He must always remember the laws of the Great Peace. They must come before every other thought. We have remained in small communities near the North Carolina and Virginia border in Hertford, Gates, Northampton, and Bertie counties within the state of North Carolina. The Meherrin people refer to themselves as Gawinsaaka, meaning people of the water. We are an Iroquois nation, close relatives of the Haudenosaunee, the Iroquois Confederacy, with whom we share deep historical and cultural ties. Before the time of contact with European colonists, Meherrins lived along the North Carolina-Virginia border. The Meherrins are listed in various geographic locations, but keep in mind we had multiple towns and villages and even multiple reservations inhabited at the same time throughout the timeline. Meherrins were living simultaneously in different towns across different counties, even different states, with what is now North Carolina and Virginia. In 1781, it is likely that the group of Meherrins who resided with the Tuscarora were the ones who moved north with them to New York and Ontario. We share allegiances, culture, traditions, and language with the Haudenosaunee, the Iroquois Confederacy, and were even taken under the protection of the Confederacy in the 19th century. The Meherrins share the same spoken language with the Tuscarora. The history of the Meherrin people is unique, from our migration to what is now North Carolina, Virginia. In ancient times, to the onward struggle for fighting for sovereignty and tribal identity, we are a proud people and have endured much to be in existence today. We owe this to our ancestors and are thankful for all they have done. Tuscarora language expert documented that the Tuscarora, Meherrin, and Nottoway comprised a North Carolina Iroquois League. Culture of the Meherrin people is similar to the other Iroquois people. We share the same language, culture, and government with the Tuscarora, much like that of our cousins, the Mohawk, Oneida, Onondaga, Cayuga, and Seneca. The Meherrin people were taken under the protection of the Haudenosaunee in 1712, along with the Tuscarora and Tutelo. Some Meherrin descendants reside among the Tuscarora in New York and the Six Nations Reserve in Canada. However, the Meherrin who remained in North Carolina maintained the independent tribal identity. While the Meherrin of today are westernized, many Meherrin have moved towards reviving Iroquois culture in our communities through revitalizing our language, Iroquois ceremonies, dances, and reinstating the great abiding law of peace. This has been done most recently with guidance from other Haudenosaunee brothers and sisters. Much of what we are doing in our Meherrin communities mirrors what has happened across Indian country. The seal of the Meherrin Nation. The seal of the Meherrin Nation is primarily made up of purple and white. Our people are standing in an unbroken circle, holding hands, the ancestors, our people today, and future generations of the Meherrin. All of the clan animals of the Meherrin Nation are present in the center of the circle. On the back of the great turtle, or Turtle Island, which is North America, stands the Tree of Peace, symbolizing our nation following the great binding law set forth by Daganawida, the peacemaker. The water surrounding the turtle symbolizes our name, Gawitsaaka, people of the water. We have 4 clans: the Turtle Clan, Bear Clan, Beaver Clan, Snipe Clan, and a 5th, the Wolf Clan. Longhouses. The Meherrin, like other Iroquois people, lived in longhouses. These homes were noted as being weatherproof and very spacious. Longhouses were made of strong materials, wood and thick bark for the walls and roof. The inside had shelves and beds along the side, and one or more fires down the center. Several families might have lived in one extended longhouse, but they almost always were part of the same clan. Today's longhouses are used for ceremonies. Those of us who follow traditional Iroquois ways are sometimes called Longhouse religion people. Longhouse people is a term used to describe Iroquois people as a whole, but primarily applies to those taken into the Iroquois Confederacy. Meherrins are one of the many nations who were taken into the Confederacy. Meherrin towns were not usually fortified with tall stockades like those of other Iroquois. Language. Our traditional language is Skarura. Few Meherrins speak Skarura today, but many tribal members are working hard to remember and learn their language. You may hear Skarura being spoken at our traditional gatherings and social dances, especially as part of our Thanksgiving address, which is recited before and after all festivities. Skarura is the Iroquois language that was spoken by the Tuscarora, Meherrin, and Nottoway.
I've given you a brief history of the Meherrin Nation. And we don't, in the Meherrin language, we don't have a word for goodbye. So we say Ona. See you till next time.